Grouting is the process of filling the annulus, or the gap between the megastrand and the rock, with grout to fully encapsulate the bolt. It is done for a number of reasons. It stiffens the support and prevents the bolt from stretching when under stress. It reduces corrosion, and if the bolt is overloaded and breaks, the head won't fly off with the potential to cause serious injury. A steel tube built into the centre of the megastrand permits grouting from the resin anchor down. This is referred to as top-down grouting. Grout is basically plain cement with additives to change its properties, such as pumpability, water take, setting time and strength. Grout is caustic, with a high pH of around 12 to 13, so it will burn. Always ensure you are wearing the correct minimum PPE, which is wrap-around safety glasses or goggles, long rubber gloves and a plastic apron or waterproof overalls. The grouts we use are designed for top-down grouting. The pumps and mixers we use ensure the grout is mixed and delivered correctly. Keeping equipment clean is essential to a trouble-free job, as small lumps can easily block the grout tube. Assemble the pump and mixer in a well-ventilated area if possible, and connect all hoses. The grout delivery hose must have a rated working pressure greater than the maximum delivery pressure of the grout pump being used. The hose rating is written on the outside of the hose. The most commonly used grout pumps, Blue Heeler, Clark and Whitehall, have an output pressure of 450 psi or 3,100 kilopascals for air pressure of 100 psi or 690 kilopascals. Add water to the mixer and pump it through the system to ensure all equipment is working properly. Conduct a hose pressure check while flushing the system. Even though the hose may be rated to the capacity of the pump, we all know that hoses suffer a hard life in the underground environment. Fit a valve to the end of the grout delivery hose, then turn on the pump to deliver water through the hose. Shut the valve off and stall the pump. You can't damage the pump if it is stalled. Check the hose for leaks or bulges. Once you have correctly installed the pump and mixer, add the specified amounts of grout and water, then mix until the grout is uniform and creamy. The final mix should stick to a gloved hand and bridge between open fingers. Grout thickness is very important. If it is too thin, it will run out of the hole. If it is too thick, it will be difficult to pump. Turn on the pump to clear any water from the hose. Turn it off when grout emerges. Screw the grout lance onto the bolt and then connect the grout delivery hose to the lance. Close the release valve and turn on the pump. This will begin the process of filling the annulus. Only use a single length of 25mm hose as a grout delivery hose. Generally, 30 metres is the maximum length of hose that can be used for pumping thick grout. However, this depends to a large extent on the air pressure available. When the grout is pumped into the tube of the Megabolt, it emerges at the top of the grout tube beneath the resin anchor. The wires of the Megabolt are spread at this point to allow the grout to emerge. You will notice that the grout not only flows down the hole, but also rises up the hole. This rising grout column compresses the air in the pocket between the top of the grout and beneath the resin anchor. It is this pocket of compressed air that forces the grout to dribble from the grout tube at the head of the bolt when the grout lance is disconnected. The grout does not run out of the tube under gravity. As pumping continues, the grout descends the hole and completely encapsulates the megastrand. The thickness of the grout is vital. If it is too thin, it will run out of the hole under gravity. If it is too thick, it will be difficult to pump. Continue pumping until the grout emerges from around the plate or through the holes in the plate. Turn the pump off and open the pressure release valve. This eliminates the possibility of grout spurting from the lance when disconnecting it from the bolt. A correctly grouted bolt will provide a secure and long-lasting anchor. Poorly grouted bolts can develop high loads on bearing plates and have a greater possibility of failure. Always ensure you clean up the job when you are finished. Also remember that most grouting equipment failure occurs as a result of poor cleaning after use. It is imperative that all equipment is thoroughly cleaned.